a special edition, formerly Otaku Bros, but secretly I kind of hated the name, so I changed it, and now it's just Manga Collectors here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. I'm Gio, and I have the honor of being joined by two wonderful ladies, the fangirls themselves, joining me tonight talking about hauls, previews, and reads for all things manga in the month of August 2020. How are you? And say hello to the manga audience on YouTube.
Hey guys, thanks for having us.
We also read manga. Technically, I've read manga way longer than I've read comic books. By like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think I started with manga early 2000s, and it wasn't until a couple of years ago when I got into collected editions. So manga has always been a part of my geek life, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to get to talk about manga with you.
Yeah.
Because I've been wanting to have you two on for so long, because the whole idea
it's our bad.
I want a very diverse crew to talk about manga and otaku culture, if you will. So I'm very happy and so, yeah, just ecstatic that you could be here tonight.
We are so excited.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I need to have a better haul, though. I have nothing. Sorry.
Gio asked me, and I was like, I have one thing.
Like, oh.
But I read more online with manga than I do buy it. It has to be special for me to, like, because the amount of space it takes. And I read it within, like, an hour. So I'm like, well, what was the point?
Yeah. I know. It's taken me a while. I haven't really jumped into the whole digital train yet with manga or comics in general, but it's taken me a while to get used to the screen because I like having the book with me. But I'm literally running out of space for books, so I have to read my manga online. There are a couple series I am collecting, which I'll talk about in a few, but I totally understand going digital all the way for manga. So, with that said, speaking of digital and manga and this awesome website that we know about called InStockTrades.com, you can go there and find your favorite manga and collected editions and comics up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tag on an extra 2% to that. And if you order $50 or more in your collected editions order, you get free shipping. How about that, folks? Fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging that you can only get when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. So there's a lot of people here in the chat. That is awesome. A lot of the regulars, Jesse, Travis, of course, Eric. He's sad about Blade of the Immortal. I'll have to inquire why. Tasty Melon today.
Yay.
I read
good choices.
Yes.
All good. Family on Shonen Jump. Read the first volume of Way of the House Husband. Read Underwater Welder and watched the movie Under the Red Hood.
Nice.
I agree. Fantastic.
It's a great day.
The only thing I haven't read from that is Underwater Welder, which I
it's so good, guys.
But I love Spy Family. And I haven't read Way of the House Husband, but I'll know I love it, so I don't even need to read it. I just know.
I read the first 2 volumes, and it's so good. It's delightful.
Mary says hi.
Mary.
Jesse. Whoa, not the usual crew. Jesse, it's that's my goal, man. I want to have a diverse, rotating cast of manga peeps. So get used to it. Here's
that's
a familiar
me.
face. Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
You were gonna say Omar.
We're gonna pretend it's not you. We're gonna say it's Omar.
Oh, okay.
So, El Denver is for life.
Yeah.
Hayden.
Hey, Hayden.
You too. I will continue with the chat in a little bit. I wanted to ask you ladies, what have you hauled and read recently? If you have any books that you can show off or stuff that you've read, I'm interested in knowing.
Well, I've hauled one. Well, I guess technically 2 things, but I don't know where that book is. But one thing that I have near me that I did haul was finally Rose of Versailles Volume 1, which I meant to have in time for mine and Kristan's manga show, but it did not arrive. But I finally have it. Look how you can even see how shiny it is in the light. Like that's like
It's so pretty.
nice.
You know, the second one just came out on IST.
We're gonna buy that shit. Well, that we have to buy the Utena box set.
Oh yeah.
I wish that
So tempted.
the only downside is I don't like the way the pages feel on this.
Oh, the glossy pages.
Yeah, I'm a very papery manga person.
I'm with you.
And I did get No Longer Human. That was a birthday gift I got.
Ooh. It's
Which we have
unfortunate
feelings
that.
about.
Yeah,
I wish it could have been a happier book for your birthday, but
I know.
I mean, the art is fantastic. I personally think it is one of Ito's best work, artistic-wise, but the story is so dreadful, the original, that reading that, I took a whole month to read it because it was a little bit too dark for me. I'm a pretty cheerful guy. So I was reading and I'm like, man, this is some heavy stuff. I'm going through it because it's Ito, but other than that, I'm like, I would rather read something else, like a Shonen Jump title or something.
Well,
But sometimes you got to read stuff like that to remind yourself to look on the bright side of things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why because we were reading for the show, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to read this first, and then go read Spy Family. So it's like it's nice, like palate cleanser. It's like, okay, this is what I like. Thank you.
I made the mistake of doing the opposite order. It was a big mistake.
I know, Hayden. I'm sorry.
Showing off that knowing I'm gonna.
You have to, Hayden.
Sorry, Hayden.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get it at a discount, go for it.
And you can at InStockTrades.com.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true. They carry all the
That's
Ito
where I got
books.
mine.
We're going to talk about Ito in a few because there is a solicit for a new Ito book.
Yeah, and I'll buy
So
it.
exciting.
It's like Chris and I, even though we're not fans of No Longer Human, I'll never get rid of it because I have to have the complete Ito collection on my shelf.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like
that's what we're all aiming for on this channel.
Yeah.
The only one I don't have is the art book, but that's because I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
The art book, you say?
Fuck you, Kristan.
Oh.
I mean that a loving way.
Just grabbing it. I was like, wait, I have hold something they may be interested in.
I do want that.
It's beautiful. There's a nice pink eyeball on the spine.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Is that a dust jacket or is that a...
Yes, it is. It's like a silvery dust jacket.
I can see the light shine on it. It looks nice.
Let me take it off for you. There's a weird like thing on the spine. Oh, it's just Twisted Visions. Okay, cool. I didn't even notice. I'm like, oh, it's a weird thing. It's words. But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna show some gross stuff. But guys, there's like this beautiful silvery like inside. Oh, it's very, very nice. And you know, there's color pages.
Nice.
And then there's like random silver muted pages, which I adore. Just kind of spread out throughout it. It's really, really cool because you'll have the regular like color glossy, and then there's this like metallic kind of. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very beautiful. And then at the very end, there's a really cool interview with him that I really liked about his like what he uses, like down to the paper. I was like, Reed, you're a nerd. Reed is my husband. I was like, you're a nerd. You'll love this. You're a stupid art nerd. So not stupid, just an art nerd.
I'm waiting for like Reed to bust in that room.
He went out to mow. He's not a nerd. Otherwise he would. But yeah, this is totally worth it. I got this on IST for a nice discount, and I threw the dust jacket on the floor. So, but it's worth it. Very nice.
Well, I don't know if you keep baiting me. I don't collect art books, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
I think you have to. It's not like a beefy thing, right? It's not going to take up a lot of room for you.
That reminds me of this book when you take the dust jacket off.
Oh yeah, that's like silvery, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's just like that. Yeah.
I think the good thing about art books like that, you can like kind of showcase them. In a way. Yeah. Like I was like, I don't keep it on the shelf like normally because it doesn't fit with anything else, so I like find a way to like show it full frontal. So I'm like, oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And if you are an art book collector, you can have a whole shelf of them. That's what Reed does.
Oh, that's good.
He's an art book nerd. Yeah. So as far as reads,
yeah, what have you been reading?
I just started the 5th Beastars.
Beastars.
So I'm a little behind, but I love it so much. Come on,
everyone should read
for a reason. I still haven't watched the show, but I love the manga. I know. What am I doing? Hold on. I'm just gonna leave. Bye. I'm gonna go watch.
Honestly, that show would make anyone a furry. I think I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. That's the show that'll do it.
Yeah, I welcome our furry overlords. I don't mind. But reading the manga and watching the anime, even though the anime is based on the manga, you can have separate experiences with both because the art is so different. The anime looks great for what they did with the CG and all that stuff, but the manga has such a Euro comic feel that it's very different from a regular Shonen Jump title or Ito book or stuff like that. Yeah. So I Beastars is excellent. I'm a little behind. I think I'm on volume 7 online, but it's such a great series.
I agree. And like Maddie said, we recently reviewed Spy Family, so I'm going beyond what we reviewed now because it's so fun.
I am going to go back and read the rest.
Yeah, we're both reading it on the Shonen Jump app, which is incredible and worth every penny of $2 a month. we praise the app all the time. It's ridiculous. It's $2 a month. Good. Come on.
It can't be beat.
No.
After all these years of having to read manga illegally, because there's not an option to catch up on stuff, right? Yep. And then, once you find a site, you get used to it, gets taken down, as it should. It took them way too long to have this app. But it's so clean. And I wish that all the publishers did it. If I could pay...
I need them to. Yen Press, what are you doing? I need it. Everyone.
Vertical. Where's my stuff for shoujo manga I want to catch up on or something? Or all the other... Yeah.
Calling everybody out.
Seven Deadly Sins is a fantastic choice.
For Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins. The only thing I don't like about that stuff is that season 3 just takes a nosedive with the animation. So, good luck with that season.
Oh, see, I was just happy to see them again. I didn't care.
I mean, there was that episode where it was parodied heavily, where the animation team just gave up completely at one of the fights. It's pretty interesting, but I mean,
I'm a One Piece fan, so
you're used to it with Toei.
They have to put that show out every week. It looks like garbage, and I love One Piece, but it looks like garbage.
I started watching One Piece with the 4Kids dub back in the day, and the animation and all that stuff just made me not want to keep going. So it wasn't until I started reading the manga where I really fell in love with the franchise. I don't know if I'm going to go back to the anime. I'm just going to stick with the manga, but
I would recommend it. Go back, and then so at least you There's some parts I think that are so much more impactful animated. Yeah. Especially, the stuff with Brooke. Hearing them actually sing Big Sake when everything happens.
Yeah.
Oof, it's so good.
I think I watched up to the Nico Robin stuff in Annie's Lobby. Is that it? Is that the name? I think that's where I left off with the anime, so I'm going to have to look at the episode number again. Yeah. Speaking of Beastars, the prototype Beast Complex got licensed. Yes, I'm very excited about that. It was 4 different comics or something that, Inward said it best. They do the prototype version of what eventually would become Beastars. So I'm really excited about that. Alexander, is Seven Deadly Sins manga completed? I think so. Although
I'll check.
I think they're coming up with a sequel manga or something like that. I might be mistaken, but I think it's done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Wait. Yes, it's done. As of this year, I guess, March.
Yeah, there you go. Tasty Melon, I watched Beastar's show, but now I don't feel like reading it. If you can, give it a shot, because it's a different feel altogether with the manga. I do recommend going through that and going beyond, because you're going to have to wait until 2021 for season 2, whenever that happens. So, Here's another question from Eric. Omnicat or Maddie, have you read Berserk? I don't think you have.
Mm-mm.
I read volume 1 years ago, and I was like, why did I do this? But I've heard you need to skip volume. That's what Omar told me. He was like, what are you doing? Skip volume 1. And I'm like, I don't do that. But so I intend to reread volume 1 and just go through it. That's my intention. I'm in. I want to get in and just get past that first volume.
I watched the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
The movies. That's all I did.
Yeah. It's a brutal series, but there's stuff in there that's really good. But it's not for the faint of heart. If you're not up to it, I'm not going to fault anybody for being like, oh, it's not for me. But I do recommend it. I did like Berserk reading it. I'm up to date with that, up to volume 40 of it. So, yeah. Speaking of hauls and Berserk, I don't have them here with me physically because they arrived literally a few hours ago. So I am disinfecting the packages and all that stuff because better safe than sorry. So I'll have them at a later show. But I did get Berserk Deluxe Edition 5, Beastars Volume 6, a volume of Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, and something else I can't remember. Probably My Hero Academia or something like that. It was all Viz related except for Berserk. But I do like to talk about anime in this show because why the hell not? This came in the mail recently. This is the first box set of Demon Slayer, the anime. I paid way too much for this, so don't tell anybody. So I'm going to milk it for all it's worth. It's a deluxe edition. The box is pretty gorgeous. I love the art in this. It's very 2D looking, and it comes with some really cool art print, art cards, and the Blu-rays right here. They look really fancy too. So, made a detailed video on my channel if you want to check this out. But yeah, Demon Slayer Volume 1. As for what I'm reading, what am I reading? I'm going to catch up with Dr. Stone, and I'm reading some comics, and I'm reading online Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family, and Act Age, which I reviewed last month on this channel, or 2 weeks ago. I don't know, whatever. I reviewed it on this channel, so if you can check that video out, we did a video on Volume 1 of Act Age. So that's it for me. We're supposed to get a visit from Ryley soon, so I've been stalling a little bit because I know he wanted to about called or read or something, but I do know he was having some issues with the internet. So if he gets here, we'll do the hauls thing again, but let's move on to previews, if you guys don't.
Yeah, definitely.
Now,
sure.
Last time when I did this thing, we got taken down by YouTube because I was showing the images full screen. That's what I usually like to do. I show the image while we're talking and all that stuff, the different images. So what I opted for was to pull from Right Stuff. They've got the little thumbnails for all the shows. I even emailed them and said, hey, do you mind if I show off the previews? They're like, oh, no, sure, go ahead. It shouldn't be a problem. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I do it here. Let me share my screen. StreamYard. All right. Let me know if you guys can see this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. So we're going to go over the stuff that's coming out in August. Starting with the first week, we've got Waiting for Spring, Volume 13. We've got Sayuki, the original series, Resurrected Edition manga hardcover, which is a great series. Something that I do want to check out is Beyond the Clouds, which looks very Ghibli-esque. Mm-hmm. 2's coming out as
I like
well
the
as
cover.
Yeah, that cover is fantastic. It's very comic-y, like Eurocomic. I like that. We also have The Daily Lives of High School Boys, Volume 1.
I love the anime for that.
It has a show? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me check. Yeah, it has a show.
Nice.
It's a very like kind of like Senyu or like Nichijou. It's one of those kind of like just
nice.
really goofy.
Let's see.
I gotta say, I love that you're going right to left, Gio.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It threw me off at first. It's like, oh yeah, it's a manga show. Got it.
Yeah. Just
Nice.
Another little disclaimer. There are a couple raunchy, ecchi titles here, so don't be surprised.
I expect nothing less.
Yeah. So we've got the Rose of Versailles Volume 2 coming out.
Sign
it.
Yep. It looks fantastic. Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Stone. That's a little not safe for work. That recently got an anime. Gal Gohan Volume 3.
Is this related to... That girl looks like the other Gyaru from that one anime. Is that the same thing? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The one that you're talking about is...
Because she looks the same.
Yeah, I know. Shoot, I forgot the name. But I know what you mean. Yeah, but it's a different... I think it's a different series.
Oh, well. I love gals, so I'm in.
I do recommend, if you can, go check out Gal and Dino. I made a first impressions video on my channel. It is the craziest series that I've ever watched because it combines anime, stop motion, live action, clay animation, and it's about this girl who finds a dinosaur who's sentient and adopts him as her roommate. And the dino's this giant freaking dog-like dinosaur, and he is the cutest thing ever. I really.
I'm looking at pictures right now, and I feel like Kristan and I would like it because it looks ridiculous.
It's so goofy and bonkers. I know you're gonna like it. It goes all over the place. There's this plot, live action plot, which I don't really understand, and that's part of the charm because it goes into very bizarre humor, but it's cute and adorable, and I cannot recommend it enough. So, Gal Gohan, you got Gigant from the guy that does. I forgot the name. Gantz.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love
this one's a little not safe for work, but it's
neither is Gaunt's.
Yeah, this one's about a girl that turns into a giant lady and she fights off giant monsters.
I'm in.
So yeah. I believe she was a former adult actress or something crazy like that. But it does have a little not safe for work in it. I haven't read it myself, but I do know.
Yeah, I just looked up a photo. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Oh my God.
I apologize in advance because
Clear your history, Maddie.
Yeah. Let's see, something a little bit more wholesome. We've got Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Elma's Office Lady Diary.
That's cute.
That does look cute.
I cosplayed the main Dragon Maid.
What's her name? Toru?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, the show, it has a little raunchiness to it, but underneath, it is a very wholesome series because you find these dragons just want to live out life as humans, and they love the owner of the house and all that stuff, and it's pretty charming aside from the weird ecchi humor.
Kristan, have you read it or watched it or anything?
No.
Oh, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is great. It's very gay. The two main characters are in love with each other.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And the animation on the show is fantastic. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Next up, we've got Boarding School Juliet, Volume 12. I did not know we had 12 volumes of that. That's impressive. This one is Perfect World Volume 2, which I really do want to check out, and I keep forgetting. It's a love story between these two characters. One of them is in a wheelchair because of an accident, I think, or maybe it's a disease. I'm not too sure. But it sounded very dramatic and wholesome, and that's the stuff I like to read. Next up, we've got Aoharu Ride, Volume 12.
I do like that one.
I love the colors on that. And here we have a couple shonen titles. Black Clover Volume 22, which should be the end of the Elf arc going into the next one. So that's pretty good. I love Black Clover. Boruto is still going, Volume 9. The hit manga continues with Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Volume 15. We've got Fushigi Yugi Byakko Senki, Volume 1. It's a long name.
I didn't know there's new Fushigi Yugi. It's 2020.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Here we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, Volume 6. If I remember correctly, Volume 8 should end Part 4, I think. And then we'll move on to Golden Wind. Here we have one of the newer series, Jujutsu Kaisen. I reviewed the first 3 volumes with Ryley 2 weeks ago, if you want to check that video out. Kaze Hikaru, Volume 28.
I did not know this was still going.
Oh my god!
I read it back in the day. It was in Shoujo Beat.
Yeah.
Kristan, you probably like it. If this girl has to pretend to be a boy to join this group, and it's very shoujo. And I guess it's still it's been years. That's crazy. Okay, sorry.
We have don't worry. I mean, the more we geek out, the better. Next, we have My Hero Academia Smash, which is the chibi comedic spin-off from My Hero Academia. Speaking of long-running series, One Piece Volume 94 is coming out.
Man, even that felt like a long... Oh, no, never mind. That's recent.
Yeah, I think it may have been delayed, this volume in particular, because a few of these were supposed to come out in June and July, so they were pushed to August because of the pandemic. Next up, we've got Oresama Teacher, Volume 27. Never heard of that before. Shortcake Cake, Volume 9. Shortcake Cake, Volume 9, okay. The Promised Neverland, Volume 16.
Love that one.
That recently ended, if I remember correctly, so we should be...
Oh, really? Okay.
I need to catch up.
I think Volume 20-something will be the last one of the collected editions, but I do know that manga ended a few months ago.
Oh, that's great, then.
Here we have Twin Star Exorcist, Volume 19. I didn't like the anime whatsoever, but I hear great things about the manga, so I do want to check it out. We Never Learn, which is a rom-com from Shonen Jump. You got Yona of the Dawn.
Love Yona of the Dawn. Love.
Volume 25 of that. And Grand Blue Fantasy, Volume 6.
Is that good? Have you read it?
I haven't. It seems kind of interesting, but there's so much stuff going on. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, because I love the art, and I see people post about it. But then there's some games, and there's the anime, and it seems like it's like Fate level of like confusing for a newcomer. I'm waiting for somebody who's read it or done anything with it to tell me if it's worth it at all.
Here we have Topu GP Manga Volume 5, Animeta Volume 4, Guyabano Holiday. I'm assuming, is this a manga? Oh, yeah, it is a manga. Okay. Guyabano Holiday. Blue Exorcist. I had no idea this was still going on. Volume 24. Let's see what else. Samurai 8, the next series from Kishimoto, the author of Naruto. That ended, so Volume 5 should be the final one. We've got Gambling Apocalypse Kaiji, Volume 2. So if you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Type stories, but with a little bit more of an edge to it, I do recommend Kaiji.
I've heard such good things about Kaiji. Like, Kaiji fans are serious.
Oh, yeah. Next up, something really cool and wholesome, Cells at Work, but this is the Code Black edition, which... Oh, man,
Kristen.
If you guys don't know...
You gotta watch Cells at Work.
Yeah, Cells at Work.
I hear good things about this.
It's your thing.
It's my pick, okay.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Osmosis Jones, but animated computer. And Code Black is a spin-off, but in an unhealthy body. Like, that body drinks a lot and unprotected sex and alcohol and
weird.
Yeah,
and you
so
said wholesome.
Okay, maybe read let's do the regular one. It's on Netflix.
Okay, good. See, guys, when you tell me to watch something, tell me where I can watch it.
Oh yeah. Cells at Work's on Netflix. I already forgot what else I told you, but that was good.
Okay, cool. I'm writing down.
Okay.
I think Cells, Netflix and Crunchyroll, they both have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I spoke too soon because I'm like, oh, Cells at Work, yeah, that's so wholesome. But then I read, oh, it's Code Black. Code Black's a little not safe for work because it takes place on a different person. The regular Cells at Work is extremely adorable, just wonderful series. Speaking of long-running series, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Volume 4 is coming out. Let's see, City Manga Volume 8. From Tokyo Pop, they're still around. A Gentle Noble's Vacation Recommendation Volume 1. We also have Syrup Volume 1, which seems like a Yuri manga.
Looking it up. It's a Yuri anthology, apparently.
We like those.
Yeah, I was like,
Next up, we've got Chobits, the 20th Anniversary Edition.
We're going to have to buy it. Fuck.
Yeah, Maddie, I was going to say.
Damn it.
Look, I've never read Chobits. I've heard a lot of things. I need this, right? This is something I need.
It's adorable. I mean, there's a perviness because it's whatever, but just you have to turn on the robots by putting your hand between their legs.
Ow.
Yeah.
But that's it.
You're like, get past this really weird thing.
Her boobs are out a lot. Hey, I know poor GeoQ's getting interrupted. I want to be part of the conversation.
No, trust me, I don't mind at all. Seriously. Let's see. Here's a couple more. We got Eden's Zero, which is from the author of Fairy Tail. Unfortunately, to me, it looks straight up like a clone of Fairy Tail, but it's Volume 8 coming out. One of my favorite manga that I'm reading, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Volume 13.
So I have to say, I haven't read this, Geo, but I've heard you talk a lot about it. The Volume 1, at least, I think actually the first few volumes are now on Comixology Unlimited. So anyone watching who has Comixology Unlimited, because I was looking through the new stuff, and there's tons of new manga, and that's one of them. So I'm going to have to jump on that.
It's such a quirky series. I love it. And I like the idea that the character is a slime monster, which is typically, if you like JRPGs and stuff, it's one of the lowest level monsters, and he becomes such a overpowered creative character, and he's able to unite different species under one banner. It has its charm. I really enjoy it. Next up, The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest. Sounds like a isekai, so I don't know anything about that. We also have Bang Dream Girl Span Party, Rosalia's Stage Volume 1.
Wow, that name.
That's a long-ass name. So that's... I have another page here. More manga. All right, here we go. We also have Aijin Demi-Human, Volume 15. We've got the Ruby manga, Hayate the Combat Butler, Volume 36. We also have the Zelda Twilight Princess manga adaptation. We've got Volume 7 coming out. Next up, A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow, Volume 4.
That's gay, right? I'm pretty sure that's gay.
I think so, yeah.
Gio's like, I don't know.
I know that Gibbon's gay.
Yeah, Gibbon's a boy love manga.
Oh, yeah. It's like a band, right? Is that the band one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Musical series.
And you would think Armstrong would be gay, but they never say anything about it. But I mean,
yeah,
look at him.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Edition Volume 10. I know a lot of people are excited about that.
I am collecting those. Yeah, they're very nice.
I do want to get that. I have all the anime Blu-rays, but I do want to own the manga at some point. Given, which is a musical / boys love manga. It did get an anime, so if you want to check that out, it's pretty fantastic and beautifully drawn. I do recommend that. It was only like 12 episodes, and then there's a movie coming out, but it's a great series. Next up, another wholesome series that you guys got to check it out. Comey Can't Communicate.
Yes.
Is fabulous. Each volume, it just knocks it out of the park. Cute as hell and funny, witty, and Comey is a wholesome character that I can't recommend enough.
I've read the first 2 volumes and I loved it so much. It is lovely. Maddie, you'd love it.
I know I would.
Yeah, for sure.
Here we have Pokemon Adventures Collector's Edition, Volume 3, which I think rounds out the first manga box set if you have the old ones for Pokemon. We also have Failed Princesses, Volume 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another isekai in Skeleton Knight in Another World. Rent a Girlfriend, which had the anime premiere like 2 weeks ago. Okay, this is really cool. Machimaho, I messed up and made the wrong person into a magical girl. This is
great.
It's a mashup of this character who's a delinquent. She is rude and a badass, and just she does what she wants, and she gets wrongfully selected to inherit magical powers. It was supposed to go to a wholesome girl and all that stuff. So she's the one turned into like a Sailor Moon type-esque character, and it's fantastic. I cannot wait.
Me too.
Yeah, I love these weird mashups. And yeah, Volume 6. And we've got Pokemon the movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which I think is an adaptation of the movie. We've got Toritan Birds of a Feather, Volume 1. This one is Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which the anime is fantastic, by the way. One of my favorites last year. Really, really awesome stuff. I think it's one of the best series that captures teenage angst and dialogue in an anime, because it was originally a light novel, then it got turned into an anime, and now it's a manga. I do recommend it. It goes into really weird Steins Gate-esque science.
I'm in.
Like concepts about philosophy mixed in with time travel, and it's not technically time travel, but it does go in that route, like Groundhog's Day and stuff like that. But it's really interesting. The first episode, you see the character in a bunny girl suit. That's why the name of Bunny Girl Senpai, but it's nothing at all like the image that you see on the first episode. It's a really funny series. I do recommend it. Next up, we've got I Don't Know How to Give Birth manga. So that's the thing. We've got Toradora Volume 9, which is one of my favorite rom-coms. I'm glad it's getting a manga release. And Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, which is the penultimate volume. Another great series that I wholeheartedly recommend. A great coming-of-age story, just hilarious. The girls, I think there's 6 girls or 5. They're all unique and really well-written. The author just really knocked it out of the park, and even though I couldn't relate to some of the issues that they were facing in the story, it was still a very wholesome series and cleverly written. So I do, if you're going to check out anything from this video, do check out Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, because I do think it's worth your time.
Kristan, I want us to read this. I remember, I kept meaning to watch the anime. I meant to go back and watch it, but because Tina and I were looking at when we were doing our trailer videos and stuff. That one looked really, really good.
And the animation's fantastic. I think High Dive is the one airing it, which is from Sentai Filmworks. We also have Parallel Paradise, which I suspect is a not safe for work title, so watch out for that. Next up, we've got Haganai, I Don't Have Many Friends, Volume 18. We also have Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 3. Tula-Ru Darkness, Volume 16. And another isekai, Reincarnated as a Sword, Volume 3. Lots of reincarnations.
Lord.
We also have Rose of Versailles, again, Volume 3 coming out. How long is that series? Is it just the 3 volumes, or is there more?
I'm not sure, actually.
I'm not sure either. I think the back of the book said book 1 of 5.
I'll check.
Nice.
Yes.
I love when a manga ends, so you can collect it all.
Yeah, the anime has like 40 episodes, I think.
You don't have to worry, like One Piece. It's 100 volumes now. You just get 5 deluxe editions. Looks great on the shelf.
Yeah.
Speaking of another fan favorite series, Cardcaptor Sakura Collector's Edition Volume 5 is coming out, the hardcover. I know a lot of people are excited about that, and I think it has a card inside for those of you that like to collect cards.
Kristan, you have the first one, right?
Actually, I read it from the library.
Oh, okay, okay.
And a card fell out of it, and I kept the card.
It was meant to be.
Yes, so I was like, well, this doesn't stay in the book.
You're a collector of the Cloud cards now.
That's right.
And if we weren't doing a live show, I would sing the theme song right now. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it to... I kind of want to... I'm tempted to start like a little clamp collection, because I used to have all those books when I was younger. I had all like Chobits and Cardcaptor and...
Well, they're coming out with all these fancy editions, so now you have to.
I endorse that idea. Go for it. Collect everything. Buy it all. Next up, we've got Sweat and Soap, which it's a weird manga, but I heard online it does get a little bit better aside from the weird premise. Yeah, that's another strange one that's coming out. Angels of Death, Volume 10. Aoharu X Machine Gun, Volume 18. Never heard of that. As Miss Beelzebub Likes, Volume 10. Got Black Butler, Volume 29. A Certain Magical Index, Volume 22. Let's see, more books here. Fiancé of the Wizard, Volume 1.
That looks good.
How to Tame Your Devil, Volume 3. High School Prodigies Have It Easy, Even in Another World, which means it's another isekai. Hinowa Crush, which is from the same writer of Akame ga Kill, if I remember correctly.
It looks like it.
It even has the same font, and the character looks like the main lady from the other show. Here we have I Love You So Much, I Hate You. Oh, I Love You So Much, I Hate You.
Madelyn?
I'm just looking it up.
It does have a parental advisory, so watch out. I do suspect it might be a not safe for work Yuri manga. What else we've got here? I'm Great Priest Emotep. Maybe it's because of Emotep, Volume 4. We've got Interspecies Reviewers, which is extremely not safe for work. I've read it and can attest to that, so watch out. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? On the side, Sword Oratoria, Volume 12. Each name, Jesus.
So some of these are like Panic at the Disco song title links.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, right? Because in Japan, it's like, okay, no, we'll just shorten it down. Isn't this like Danmachi something something?
Yeah, exactly. No,
but you can't do that here. Yeah. So it's just ridiculous.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? On the side, Sword Oratoria, Volume 12? Yes, it's fantastic. Oh, great. Next up, we've got Kakegurui Compulsive Gambler, Volume 12 coming out, which I believe has a series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Late Back Camp, another great wholesome series that I cannot recommend enough. If you can, watch. Yes, one of the characters has the precious corgi, and it's adorable. I do want to recommend that anime. It's only 12 episodes, so you can knock it out in a day. We've got Magia Record Puella Maggie, but I can't read this. Jesus.
Magia Record Puella Magi Madoka Magika side story.
There's a lot of M's. Jesus Christ.
Kristan, you haven't. I think I've talked to you about Madoka Magica, right?
No.
Oh shit. Okay, listen. I need to figure out where's the best place for you to watch it. I feel like it's on Netflix now. Maybe someone in the chat knows or can check. But I want so desperately for you to watch Madoka Magica because I feel like it's a rite of passage.
Okay.
It's like it's a magical girl anime, but ...
It's a little darker in some areas.
Yeah, and I don't want you to. It's kind of like, it's not the level of Upgrade Soul, of course, but it's similar as if I'd like to recommend it and be like, don't look up anything.
You know I trust you in this.
Yeah.
Find out where it's streaming for me, and I'll do it.
I'll check. I think it's Netflix.
I think one of the series is on Crunchyroll too, if I remember correctly.
You're trying to get Crunchyroll again, aren't you?
It's on Netflix, Kristan.
Nice.
Perfect. We also have Murciélago coming out, Volume 15, which is bat in Spanish, for those of you wondering. Don't know why a Japanese manga would say something in Spanish, but yeah, Murciélago. Overlord, the Undead King, manga Volume 4, which is a chibi comedic spin-off from Overlord. Phantom Tales of the Night, Volume 5. Gleipnir, Volume 7, which recently ended its first anime season. Not my sort of series, but a lot of people liked it. School Live, Volume 12. Smoking Parade, Volume 8. This next one is pretty funny. So I'm a spider, so what?
Shut up, Kristan. She looks like she's got big muscles.
I was about to say Maddie.
Shut up.
So this one is getting an anime series next year, if I remember correctly. So I do want to check that out. We've got, strangely enough, this is not safe for work. It doesn't have the parental advisory sticker, contrary to the cover and the name, which is Saki the Succubus Hungers Tonight, Volume 3. Don't know what's going on there. We've got Spirits and Cat Ears manga, Volume 9.
Real quick for the chat, Smoking Parade is not gay. Okay, I just wanted you guys to know that it's like a regular Shonen Jump. It's Shonen Ace Yen Press. Just want everybody to know.
Next up, we've got Sword Art Online Hollow Realization, Volume 6, as well as one of my other favorites, comedic series, Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 9. It's fantastic. I think Season 2 of that is on Netflix. Season 1 is on Crunchyroll. For some reason, they split it up. Bibi and Miyu Manga, Volume 1. Val X Love, Volume 9 is coming out as well. Here we have another Isekai, I think. The World's Strongest Rearguard Labyrinth Countries Novice Seeker. The World's Strongest Rearguard Labyrinth Countries Novice Seeker manga, Volume 2.
Stop with the isekais. I mean, some of them are really good, so I there's that, but I get really upset. It's like, quit it.
No, they went overboard. But
God, we have good ones.
Yeah.
We have Shield Hero.
We're
Hero. Good. Stop it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the slime one, and then
Slime, Konosuba,
Log Horizon.
And
we had Dot Hack forever ago.
Dot Hack. Even Escaflowne could count as a isekai.
True. Oh, I guess Ray Earth too.
Ray Earth, Record of Lodoss War. I don't know if that counts.
No, right? Because they're all fantasy already.
Yeah, that's more dark fantasy. But yeah, anything that's off-world is basically isekai.
Monster Rancher. There we go. Now we can.
Zozo Zombie, Volume 8. Blue Flag, Volume 3. And one of the fan favorites, Golden Kamui, Volume 17. We've got Oku, The Inner Chambers, Volume 17, which is ending. I want to read this. It sounds really cool. Nelson from the Farm and the Omnibus Group, he highly recommends it. I think he recommended it to me, so I do want to check it out. Here we have another Madoka Magica manga, the Omnibus edition.
Oh, shit.
And going back to Junji Ito, we've got Venus in the Blind Spot manga, which is a short story compilation in hardcover form. And I'm really excited about that. I think it double dips on 2 stories, but everything else is brand new, and it has colored pages from different stories. So I'm pretty excited to check that out.
Let's insta buy. That cover too is amazing.
Yeah,
I love that cover.
After this book, the next one from Ito is the space sci-fi horror. I forgot the name. Rayma, something. That comes out in December, and then next year we're gonna get another romance horror manga that he did. I forgot the name, but that's coming out soon as well.
Nice.
I'll buy anything it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at this point, I just want to have the complete set and collect everything. So, next up, Urusei Yatsuda, Volume 7 of the big oversized editions.
Ooh, that might be fun to get.
I've only seen the anime movies.
I should have never joined this show. Elliot, can you just make a list of things I need, please? Thank you. I see you in the chat.
We're accepting donations, guys. Speaking of more isekai, we've got How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, Volume 8. Plus Sized Elf, Volume 5, which I hear it's a comedy series about an elf trying to lose weight. You've got Bloom Into You. The anime was really popular last year, I think, or the year before. The Ancient Magus Bride, Jack Flash and the Fairy Case Files, Volume 1, another spin-off from the Ancient Magus Bride universe. Here we have Sayonara Football, Volume 1.
Oh, it's soccer. Never mind. I just got excited. I've just missed iShield 21 for so long, and I was hoping it was football.
Yeah. The Fox and the Little Tanuki from Tokyo Pop, Volume 2. And Canis Dear, Mr. Rain manga. Another isekai, Loner Life in Another World, Volume 1. And here we have Inside Mari, Volume 7, which is a horror manga that has been recommended to me.
Oh.
It sounds pretty creepy. I think it's somebody inhabiting someone else's body and stuff like that, more like psychological horror. Accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter, Volume 6. Destiny Lovers, which is, you can tell it's pretty raunchy. You've got Bakemonogatari, Volume 4 coming out. Oh boy, when does this end? Jesus. Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor, Volume 9.
God.
What?
Who knows?
Akashic Records. I have a story about that. Before we leave, I want to tell that story because it's pretty funny. It involves Akashic Records, or Akashic Records, however you say it. A Centaur's Life, Volume 18. You've got Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Booties Moved to a Starter Town, Volume 2.
You know, that one I would be interested in.
It sounds pretty quirky.
Yeah.
We have another isekai, unfortunately. Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest, 0, Volume 3. Here we have Nun Non Biori, Volume 13. We've got the Complete Cheese Sweet Home manga box set coming out.
No!
A lot of people are fans of.
Damn it, Gio! This is why we didn't come on here. Shit.
You know, here's my dilemma with this. Here's how much I love Chi. I have the entire small volumes that first came out. The whole set, okay? I have the first 2 of these big ones, the first 2. And now there's a box set. Do I just get the box set now and say forget it?
I mean, look how nice that looks.
I know.
Yep.
I've been staring at it a lot.
Oh no,
it's very pretty.
So yeah, the box set, I do recommend it. If you don't own the series, it's a great way to get everything.
Or if you do.
Or if you do, yeah. You could say like, hey, I have the complete release for Chi. You know, I've got the hardcover, the soft cover, I've got everything.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Here we have Fire Force Volume 19. The anime's going strong. Season 2 just started. I really like it. Drifting Dragons Volume 5 is coming out. Yay, there's more. Saint Young Men Volume 3 is coming out, the hardcover.
Yeah.
We like that series.
You guys reviewed it on my channel, right?
Yeah, I think the first volume, or was it the first? Yeah, the first big hardcover.
Yeah.
Nice. Sazan and Comet Girl manga volume, or just manga, the one volume. Magica Swordsman and Summoner manga volume 13. Another isekai, but this time it's a comedy. My Room is a Dungeon Rest Stop volume 3. Here we have The Misfit of Demon King Academy, which just got an anime that's being released. It's, I think, 3 episodes in. My Dress Up Darling, Volume 2. We've got the Nightmare Before Christmas, the story of the movie in comics, but it's a manga. So, yeah, it's a manga, quote-unquote, based on Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's like every Hot Topic Kids dream.
Oh my god, yeah. Yep. I can already imagine Hot Topic preparing to sell this.
Yeah.
We've got Monster Volume 5. He's another fan favorite. Attack on Titan Volume 31. That series is coming to an end soon. I don't know which volume will be the last, but it is ending. One of my favorites, Inspector, the anime I absolutely loved. If you like detective but supernatural noir stories, I think this will be up your alley. We've got Wave Listen to Me, which I reviewed on my channel, which is a manga about radio. I work in radio, so I really loved it.
Nice.
It's surprisingly well done. It's from the same author that does Blade of the Immortal, and I love saying that because Blade of the Immortal is so violent and so bloody, and here you have Wave Listen to Me about a 20-year-old or I think it's 30-year-old character working for the first time in radio and going through life's drama and all that stuff. Completely different from samurai hacking each other up with swords.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm gonna have to read that too. Like, I worked in radio for many years as well.
Yeah, so nice. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Nice. Finally, is this last one? Oh, thank God. Finally, Koi Monogatari Love Stories Volume 2 is coming out. So, after a huge list, folks, that's all the stuff that's coming out. Stuff that I would recommend, of course, Wave Listen to Me, Beastars, Attack on Titan. Beastars wasn't on there, forget it. Attack on Titan.
Always buy it.
All the Magical Girl books, they're fantastic. There's a bunch of great stuff coming out. So, yeah. That, in a nutshell, are the previews.
Question. Man. Did that... A new Urasawa book dropped recently, right?
It's happening, I think, next month. I think. It's called Sneeze. Is that the one next month?
I guess I was thinking about Mujirushi just dropped.
Yeah, that's the one that came out.
Okay.
Sneeze comes out in October or November.
October.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one because I checked the IST and it wasn't there and I was sad.
Oh, the Mujirushi?
Yeah.
I don't.
You think it's going to be on IST?
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait then.
They're getting stuff like a week or two behind.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking of Sneeze. That's October.
I want to read that, but I don't like the cover because it makes me want to sneeze. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good cover, though.
Yeah.
Visually.
So, yeah, I do want to get that. So, with that, let me, if it's okay with you, we're about 1 or 2 minutes left before we wrap up. See if I have any questions here on the chat. Boy, a lot of you were typing. That's awesome. Tyler, thank you. Just popped in to say, go read Dragon Ball Super Manga and watch One Piece. Okay, love y'all. Bye. I love you too, Tyler. Let's see. Oh, Cleveland Brown, that's great. If Armstrong was in JoJo, then you can make that case. That's awesome.
I love JoJo. Somebody did ask if because they'd watched the anime and weren't sure if they should read the manga as well for JoJo.
I read
personally, it's a hard sell for me. I think with the manga because like you gotta expect it to be it is old.
Yeah, and I mean the first series, Araki when he was doing JoJo, he based it off like 80s action movies with Schwarzenegger and Stallone and stuff like that. So everybody's like really buffed up and macho. And then he evolved his style and he found his nuance with fashion and different artistic strokes with his penmanship. And it became a lot sleeker and slimmer and more kind of metrosexual in a way, which I love. Especially when you get to Golden Wind with Giovanna and his outlandish outfits and hair and all that stuff. So watch the show.
Where they lose me
with the extravagant stuff.
Yeah, because I have a lot of problems with him. Yeah. And I have a lot of friends that are like wicked JoJo fans, and I'm a season 1 through 3 major JoJo fan. But man, that guy just leaves plot holes wherever. He just doesn't care, and I just can't deal with him. I was mad throughout season 4. I just couldn't.
I've only read up to part 2, but the anime I've seen up to part 4. I haven't touched Golden Wind yet. Mm-hmm. I did like part 4 simply because it had such a different cast of characters. Yeah. Koichi being one of my favorites because he's short like me, so I'm like, yay, all right, Koichi. But check out the show, but keep in mind part 1 it starts a little bit rough, but it's so unique and charming and kind of silly. And once you get to part 2 and then the Stardust Crusaders, it just gets epic.
I want to show it to Kristan, but that's one of those you almost have to watch it with someone in person.
Yeah.
Because if they watch it by themselves, they're like,
I don't know. It's something I've been interested in. I actually have the first 3 hardcovers, but I never went beyond that. And maybe I should. Maybe it's better right after that, right? Like
instead.
I didn't hate it.
Plus, the theme songs are dope.
I have heard that.
They are so good.
I want to answer this simply because it's a weird question. Real talk, you have to toss some dark chocolate into your cookie shelf, said the sweet. You can go... Why are we talking about cookies? You can go to standard chocolate chips for the dark... Oh, gotcha. Because I picked out the question because I had some cookies before the stream. So I'm like, Clarknado, did you know?
So you feel attacked.
How did you know? Interesting. So, let's see. Golden Kamuy is great. I love that series. Poll for the group. Do Avatar and Korra count as manga? No. They do not. They may look like it, but it's not. So please.
They count as comics.
But a lot of people in the freaking group, is Avatar an anime? I'm like, I'm tired of saying no, it's not an anime. It looks like an anime. It's inspired by anime, but it's not an anime. Same with the comics. They're just comics, not manga. By the way, I've never seen Avatar nor Korra. I know it's sacrilegious, but
Gio.
I tried watching it when they were coming out, but it didn't interest me right
It's
away.
On Netflix now.
I've seen the first episode now.
Listen, I'm going to get Kristan in this.
I'm doing it.
You're going to love it. And then I can't wait to see who you ship, and then we can talk about it. It's going to be so much fun.
I'm doing it. It's happening.
Yeah.
I do want to check it out because the rest of the admins in the Otaku forum, they just keep bothering me. You got to check it out. You got to watch it. I'm like, sure, I'll watch it.
You're going to love it.
The backlog of anime is huge. And I do seasonal videos on my channel, so I keep up with the stuff that's airing right now. There's a lot of shows. I'm currently watching 16 different anime at the same time, so it's a little chaotic in my head.
I don't know how you do that.
I can't do that. Like, I can do it in spurts.
Yeah.
But I also watch so much other stuff, too. And so it's just... I'll keep up for a little bit, and then I end up only being able to, like, stay with 2 anime, you know?
Yeah. What I do is, thankfully, because it's different days, I'm like, okay, today is this show, and I got to watch it because I don't want to pile everything together because then it becomes a mess, and I get anxious because I got to go past all the episodes. But I do find some terrible shows, which I do keep watching because they make for great commentary on my channel, and I can rant about it because if it's all good, and it's like, oh, okay, I liked everything, but if there's a sour note, like right now I'm watching GB8 or something like that. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's from Amano that did the Final Fantasy stuff.
Oh.
He is producing the series, and I think he had a hand in creating it, aside from being a producer.
Yeah.
The artwork is based off of his art.
Okay.
It's so bad. It's terrible. And it's a guilty pleasure because it's the kind of bad that's good.
Okay.
It's about two samurai that end up in 2030 in a world that has succumbed to a pandemic, but this pandemic turns people into monsters instead of what's going on today.
No, that's still happening.
Yeah. I mean,
monsters.
Yeah. But what's funny is that literally the main character is this young girl. She finds the two samurai and she asks, oh, who are you guys? Oh, we're so-and-so. Oh, you're from the past. Yes, we time traveled. Apparently, we're here in this future. Okay, cool. Come join our resistance. And then it becomes like this weird George Romero type zombie story. Okay. It's terrible. But if you have nothing to watch, I do recommend it, just for the hell of it.
A better option for that would have been to have these samurais come to like now, like 2020, and then have the girls be like, oh my gosh, you're in my dating sim. And to show them, like, and have them look actually how they looked back then and be like, look how handsome you are in this game. I don't understand.
That'd be interesting. Got a question here from Lars. Please read Ejiro Taniguchi. I do want to. There's a lot of stuff I want to read. I'm just adding it to the infinite queue list, as I like to say. Hayden, not manga related, but did anyone see the new stuff for New Mutants that dropped?
The movie?
No idea.
No.
Is it the movie? Because I am so out of tune with anything X-Men. They're not my thing. Let's take a couple more questions before we wrap up. Let's see. N-Man. Geo, any info on Gantz Omnibus Volume 6? I don't want to get Volume 4 and 5 until I know 6 is coming out. Hopefully Dark Horse is not stopping the release. I don't think we talked about it on the last manga stream. Volume 6 was supposed to come out, then it got infinitely delayed. And there's this rumor floating around that Dark Horse might want to cancel the Omnibus release in favor of the deluxe hardcovers, because the Berserk and Hellsing hardcovers are huge sellers for them, and they're coming out with Blade of the Immortal. So I wouldn't, it wouldn't be too far off to say, oh, let's put out Gantz, the other popular Dark Horse manga, in hardcover. I hope that's not the case. I hope they finish it, because that would suck.
I'm really hoping they didn't cancel the last Kurosagi omnibus that now has no release date when it used to.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm like PTSD right now.
I'm very upset about it. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and now it's just like, this is unavailable. I'm like, what are you doing to me? Because Maddie and I know, we've been waiting for this. We thought it'd never happen.
I've been trying to collect that whole thing since I was a young teenager. From Books A Million in the place where you live.
Nice.
Mary. Oh, hey, Mary. I also work in radio, so I'd like to check out Wave Listen to Me. All right. Nice. I'm in charge of promos, commercials, and programming. And I used to do technician work with the board and everything. And I would do voice work live on the air and stuff, taking calls and stuff. But for the most part, I just work behind the scenes, which is my preferred style, with commercials. But that's awesome. So many radio peeps. Hell yeah.
Clark Nato's comment is
gold.
The I love JoJo, leave, get out is a classic jam. It took me a second.
Yeah,
that's good. So good.
That's good. Where is JoJo now?
I think she's back.
Oh yeah, I did hear she came back.
Yeah.
Because I saw her there's some video on YouTube. I don't know why it popped up. It was like, you like JoJo? I'm like, do I? And it was her, I think, recently.
Yeah.
Or at least when she was an adult. And she was reacting to Beyonce saying she liked her as a child. And it was awesome.
Sorry. You can continue.
I know what you're talking about, but at the same time, I'm lost. But yeah. Let's see. Got another question here. Tornado. I may have just ordered 3 Tilly Walden's books solely on emotion.
Yes. You need to buy all of them.
I need to read them because you always recommend them, and they sound really interesting. I just got to read them, or maybe check them out online because I'm not buying enough too many books these days. But yeah.
On a Sunbeam. Go there right now. Get it.
Nice. I'll remember to check that out. Here's a cool question. With omnibus graphic novels, you always hear about whales that are out of print. Are there any manga whales? There are.
There's plenty.
There's plenty of them. The Tezuka Phoenix series is extremely out of print and whale status.
Some of those Blackjack too, right?
Blackjack books are rare. Something modern, for example, would be Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. To me, at least, it's a whale because you can't find that book for cheap. It was $20 and it's selling. Really, you have that series?
I have that series. I believe it's that first volume that's really out of print. It's funny. I got that at a Half Price Books for $3 on clearance. And probably a few months later, I saw someone post about how it's a whale, and I'm like, what? I paid $3 for this.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not going to read it, you could flip it. I'm going to be honest with you.
I have heard this. I still haven't read it. I have the whole thing that I got at Half Price Books. And I will read it. Maybe I'll read it, and then if I don't want to keep it, I'll definitely sell it. That's what I did with the first No Longer Human from Vertical, because those are all like highly, unfortunately, sought after now, or they were back when I sold them on eBay. So those are whales, or they were. I know one of my personal ones, 1 Billion Needles. I have the first volume. There are 3 volumes. Yeah. The other 2, I'm never going to buy. I'll never find them. Like, I've given up.
How expensive are they?
I don't even know. The last time I checked, it was obscene. Something I definitely wouldn't pay. I want to say above 100, which is absurd. Back when I checked, sucks. At least. I can't do that. For like a $12 volume, no. It's not happening. And those Battle Royale hardcovers.
Oh, Battle
specifically
Royale.
4 and 5.
Oh, really?
Because I have 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 I'll never get, so I just got the regular ones.
Huh.
Thank you, Lars, for tuning in.
And I do want to let the chat know that, like, we don't... currently, we're not seeing everybody's comments until, like, 7 minutes later. So, in case, if you're wondering, like, why haven't they answered, it's because it's taking that long to reach our end.
Yeah. But the chat, they know me, so it's all right. We get a pass. Let's see. I've missed a question here from Omar. There is a lot of Gundam out there. What are the best Gundam anime to watch? 00. 00. My personal favorite.
I like G.
G Gundam is great. It's absurd and ridiculous, but in the best of ways. The one I grew up with was Gundam Seed, so I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's not the best Gundam series, but I love it, and you cannot prove me wrong. It's fantastic. If you want epic storytelling, do check out Universal Century, because that is la creme de la creme when it comes to Gundam. A long narrative structure, similar to your Marvel comics or DC, stuff like that. Series from the 70s up until last year, we're still getting Universal Century stuff coming out. So I do recommend that. But if you just want a standalone series, 00, G Gundam, Gundam Seed, please, I know a lot of people like Wing, but I don't recommend Wing because it hasn't aged that well, in my opinion. That's just my take. And what was the other one I wanted to recommend? Shoot, whatever. Just 00, G Gundam, or Gundam Seed. Go with that. They're all 50 episodes each. You'll be good. Hanky Pim, any news on Billy Bat coming out? Nothing so far, which sucks.
No.
It's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, this is from comment. There we go. Manga and light novel being banned in Amazon and I believe store.
What?
Okay.
Sorry, I froze for a minute. My bad. Yeah.
Welcome back.
And I think I heard Moose snoring. Is that right, Maddie?
Yeah, sorry. My
okay.
mic picks up my dog snoring.
Oh, it's
hey,
cute.
Moose, say hi. Come here.
Oh,
that's an adorable puppy.
Look at him. Oh, he's going away, but he was there.
Yes, we filled our daily quota of cuteness. Thank you. He's such a cutie.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, the light novel manga situation from Amazon is weird because I don't read any of those books. I don't care, but I do believe I'm not going to get into it. It's weird that they're being banned. I don't like books being banned, but it's not for me, so I could care less. It's not my series. Whatever. And man, Phoenix, Mushishi. Oh yeah, Mushishi's pretty out of print. Rave Master's super out of print. The last volumes. Samurai Deeper Kyo is out of print. GTO and too many others to mention.
I want GTO so bad. Can they just re-release those, please, or put them in some fancy deluxes, or just please?
Turned them down for a while. Yeah. If I want to take a plunge into manga, is Berserk going to hurt my brain and heart?
Probably, yeah.
Brain, maybe. Heart, probably, yes. Because there is some really heavy stuff that happens, but it's so good. It's very dark, but there's a purpose and a light that goes through it. And when you reach the end of Volume 5 of the deluxe editions, you're either going to think it's a masterpiece or you're going to not like it as much. But I do recommend eventually checking out. Keep in mind, the first deluxe edition is a really strange introduction to Guts, because it's not until you finish Volume 5 where you understand why Volume 1 is so rash, violent, and morbid, and the way that it is because of what he went through. So yeah, Volume 2 through 5 is a huge Golden Age arc that goes into his backstory. So you then understand why the character is the way that he is, why he's sort of a big douchey a-hole at the beginning of the series. But yeah, it's a great series. So I think we are about to wrap it up because it's a little bit late for me. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to my wonderful co-host. Hopefully, we can make this happen at some point again.
Definitely.
You're more than welcome to host and take control of this channel at any point in time with the manga collecting show. Let me remind you that if you want some of these manga, you can get them at our wonderful sponsor, InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions and manga up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you order $50 or more in that collected editions order, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging that you can only get at InStockTrades.com. Wonder Maddie, OmniCat, where can people find you on the internet?
Here.
That's right.
Usually on Sundays at 8, but not this Sunday. We'll be back next Wednesday at 8 with Hayden, who's in the chat.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about Buffy Season 12 and Frey. That's going to be great.
Oh, and also I'm on near mint condition, or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah, that other channel. Yeah, but it's all fantastic. You can find me on A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, manga, all that fun stuff. Subscribe if you can. Thank you to the chat. You're all wonderful. I love every single one of you. Stay safe out there. hope you stick around for more entertaining videos. Our next stream will be Sunday for Jess doing his Coffee with Omnibros stream, and then we'll be back Monday with Omnibros, and then Wednesday with Fangirlz, so on and so forth. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next stream. Bye.